Hello everyone. The summer holidays are almost over, but we never stop talking about them. So, Tony, tell us a little bit about your summer holidays. Was it good?
Yes, my holiday was good, really good. I was with my family in Jambo. Jambo.
Isn't it very hot in Jambo?
Yes, it was. It was really very hot, but the climate is almost the same. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sure Steffi will love Jambo.
Yeah.
So last time we started talking about interesting, different ideas, challenging ideas about holidays. And because in these crazy times when we cannot travel very much, we cannot travel freely, maybe we need to reconsider some ideas. Last time we spoke with Steffi and Lubomir that if you don't go to some of the colder destinations in the summer, maybe you will never go in the winter. So today I'm going to challenge you with a few more destinations. And again, I will say that I chose this video clip. I know that you're not looking for the cheapest places, but this was the shortest one with many different destinations. And I would like to challenge you with them and see what you know, what you don't know, or if you are willing to try any of those during your summer holidays. So let's go on. Tony, you could see the recording later and see the first challenges, but now we continue. So last time we finished with what, Lubomir? What was the last destination? It's so hard to remember.
Yes, Albania, I think.
Yes, Albania! So, and Steffi was almost ready to travel there. Why, Steffi?
Yeah. I think it will be interesting to see Albania, and it has a sea. It should be warm there.
Hot in the summer. Yeah. All right, very good. So let's continue with the next one.
Republic. It's no surprise that the Czech Republic has steadily become more popular with U.S. travelers. There is something romantic about the architecture in Prague's Old Town or the medieval town of Český Krumlov. A plethora of castles and hiking opportunities make it as appealing as the fact that it's a pretty affordable country to visit, especially this summer. Flight deals are as low as $550, while 3-star hotels in Prague can cost around $75 per night. 2-star hotels and hostels are even cheaper. Food is pretty affordable, as is a bottle of wine which averages less than $7. Estonia.
Oops, sorry. So what about the Czech Republic? Have you been there? And how many times, Lubomir?
I've gone there 3 times.
Oh, only 3, okay.
Yes, but it's one of our in our list because we've never traveled with Steffi together.
Oh, you haven't been there together.
Yes,
so what is interesting in the Czech Republic, Lubomir? Have you been only to Prague, or you have been to other places?
I have been to 3 different places: Prague and Mladá Boleslav, which is near Prague, and one small town near Brno. Mikov. I was surprised about the vineyard around Brno because vineyard, because I didn't know that Czech Republic. I know that they are famous with beer, not with wine, especially red wine. But yes, I think that Prague is one of the most beautiful cities in Europe, and it will be good. I recommend to visit Prague for maybe not in the winter because I've never been in the winter, but in autumn and spring, and even in the summer it's too hot because it's
really. But there's a large river in Prague, so yes. Is it really hot again?
In Central Europe, sometimes when a heat wave comes, it's too hot. Budapest, Prague.
Yeah, I know why you said that, because now Steffi will be even eager to go there and visit. Steffi, what do you expect to see in Prague?
Oh, I think it's a lovely place, and I would really want to go there and see it because I think I'll see a lot of not only the architecture, which is obviously very interesting, but also I think that there is a kind of a spirit, very very interesting spirit in this country, and I would go in any country in Middle Europe, but Czech Republic
Central
is
Europe.
Central, yeah, but Czech Republic is my favorite.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But you have never been to the Czech Republic at all? Not just to Prague, to the Czech?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
Okay. Tony, have you been to the Czech Republic? Have you been to Prague?
No, I never have been there.
Okay, so would you like to go?
Yes, I would like to go there.
What do you expect to see there?
I don't know, but I see from the picture the architecture. It's very good, and really there is some very specific
what?
Atmosphere.
Atmosphere, yes. Atmosphere.
Yeah.
The river. Yeah.
So I'm sure that you are quite aware of Mrkvička and his paintings.
Yes.
So what is your idea of the Czech Republic when you see Mrkvička?
When I see his pictures, they are very close to us.
Yes, so they look very similar, kind of. The Czech Republic is on the Balkans.
Yes. Also, for this painter, he comes to Bulgaria.
Yeah.
I think it's the same. I'm not sure, but he comes here, and he's the one of
He came because he's not alive anymore.
Yes, came. He's the one of the first teachers in after the autumn, after the
after the liberation. 19th century. Okay, good. I haven't been to Prague. I have been in Brno. And what I was really surprised, you're right that the architecture is very different. So they don't have tall buildings. They have small houses and pretty streets. So it was quite a nice experience. But I didn't like their food very much. Polivka, omačka. So they were a little strange. Even though, because I stayed for more than a month there, I cooked in a restaurant, and it was my interesting experience. I cooked ostrich. What's an ostrich, Lumir?
Strauss.
Yes, it's a big bird. I cooked ostrich and crocodile in the Czech Republic in Brno. But the restaurant was called Out of Africa. And I would never forget the ostrich with sour cherries and the crocodile special grill. So that was quite an experience, but not typical Czech food.
Yes, but
so,
well, Prague is one of the, we can see some kind of signs here in Sofia, because Bulgaria and Czech Republic have deep relationship. And
yes.
Even in architecture, I don't know about Prague, but we can see there a lot of art galleries, a lot of halls for the different enterprises, and not only the architecture, but sometimes different parts I feel work here in Sofia, because people with most of them look like us. It's interesting, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So maybe it could be a good idea to visit Prague in the summer, because I think Steffi will love it when it's hot.
Dollars. Estonia. Estonia borders the Black Sea, making it the home of 1,500 islands, beautiful beaches, forests, castles and historic sites. You can catch a flight to Tallinn, the capital, for less than $750 from New York City. Even with the euro as their currency, you're not going to spend a lot on traveling within the country or eating. You can find lunches for less than $5 and tram rides for only €1. You can find a good hotel for less than $100 per night in Tallinn, but we encourage you to hop on one of their affordable coach buses and see other cities like Tartu and Tartu.
So what about Estonia? What do you know of Estonia, and could you make it your destination?
I think that he said the Baltic Sea, not the Black Sea. Or
yeah, he said Black Sea, but I think it should be Baltic.
Baltic, because it's,
Yeah.
it was
I
news.
would like to go
Yes,
there.
thank you, Mr. Geography. Sorry, Tony?
Oh, sorry. My internet connection is not unstable.
Oh, okay. So would you like to go to Estonia, Tony?
Yes, I would like to go. And the author of the clip of the say it is really very cheap to have in Estonia. Only one.
Yeah, €1. You can find very cheap food. You can find cheap places to stay. So which are the main town cities that you know in Estonia? Here, maybe Lubomir can tell us.
Tallinn is the capital.
Tallinn, of course.
There is this country is similar, more similar to Baltic countries, close to the Scandinavian countries, with smallest Soviet influence, I think. But quite better, I think it's another time there. Kaunas, I'm not sure, it might be Lithuania.
Yeah, it sounds like.
Sounds, yes.
But Tartu.
Tartu, yes, maybe.
Yeah, Tartu. I had a friend while I was studying in Sweden. There was a man from Tartu, and he told us that it's really very pretty. And he said that it looked quite a lot like Sweden. So you are right that it's more like Scandinavian countries and not so much like Soviet. What is interesting that they really changed very much after the collapse of the Soviet Union, and they are one of the fastest developing countries in that area. So Steffi, do you think it's a good idea to go to Estonia in the summer?
I think the same, like for Lithuania and Lithuania.
Maybe summer is a good idea. So would you consider going to Estonia at all?
I think every country has something to be seen in, but I don't know, it's just not one of the first in my list.
Yeah, it's a little bit down the list.
Yeah.
Okay, their language is very specific. Their language is like Finnish language and Hungarian. They are in the same language group. So it's extremely hard to understand anything. Maybe I should say it's impossible to understand, because when I tried to understand when looking at their writing, even the roots of the words, they have nothing in common. Everything is completely different. So language is different, but they speak good English. Yeah, it's not at the top of my list either, but I think it would be good to go and see all these changes, because yeah, it could be kind of inspiring. So Lubomir, what do you know about Estonia and about their past, future?
It's so interesting country. I didn't know much, but there are three interesting countries that they are strong together, and they have almost not the same, but similar history. I know about near river Neman, or it's kind of one of the and islands about it was one of the most beautiful islands in the Gulf, Finnish Gulf, and around nature was yes, winter is too cold during the winter.
Yeah, winter is cold, so
is
don't take Steffi there in winter.
But architecture, I know about church. There are some kind of interesting architecture between Russian and
yeah, you can see a little bit Russian here,
yes,
and you can see the
colors.
Scandinavian here.
Yeah,
and I know about the language, about their most different country and the other two. I think one trip for these three countries by car, it's a good decision.
Oh, by car. So Steffi, get ready. It's going to be a long one.
I know about they're one of the first countries that they offer how I can say e-government, and they're
yes,
one of
e-government.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're very successful with that.
And yes,
and also they have free public transport, so it will be very cheap to go around. So maybe you can park the car somewhere and you can use the free public transport to go all over the cities.
They are small cities, and they're one of the. I think that their success it's Slovenia, because it's a small country with different small population, and they're kind of successful, because of their work.
Thank you. Let's see the next one.
Buses and see other cities like Tartu and Tartu. Croatia. Game of Thrones fans will be happy to know that Croatia is one of the most affordable European countries to visit this summer. Flights to Zagreb, Dubrovnik and Split range from $550 to $700, putting travelers one step closer to the most stunning filming locations of this year's hottest TV show. Whether you are a fan of the hit series or not, Croatia offers plenty to see and do, such as beaches, the Plitvice Lakes National Park, vineyards, islands, hiking and historic sites. Don't be surprised if you find cheap prices, like $50 or less, for sleek hotels, city tours for $10, and a full day of meals for only $23. That's Croatia for you, beautiful and affordable.
So, what about Croatia? Steffi?
Yeah, it sounds even more interesting than Serbia, because it's farther. And I'll definitely go there. We haven't been.
You haven't really?
Yes, but we were considering to go to the sea maybe 2 or 3 years ago. But then we found out that it's actually not the cheapest place to go.
Depends. If you go to the main resorts, yes, they are kind of normal. But if you go to smaller places, I also checked this year on Booking. And if you go to smaller towns or even villages, you can stay for almost no money. And one of my friends, he went last year by car, and they stayed in a house with a lady. And they paid a ridiculously low amount of money for accommodation. But he said every morning she prepared breakfast for us. And she even asked us if we wanted to have seafood for lunch. So she went and bought fresh seafood and she prepared for them. And he said, I felt like I was staying with my grandma. So it was so cozy, so friendly. And he said it was one of my cheapest holidays ever. So maybe that's the idea. You can go and stay with some local people in a smaller place, not the big resorts. And that's where it is really cheap, but you can feel this special spirit because I think they have a lot from the Italians, they have from the Balkans, and yeah, it's kind of mixed. Lubomir, maybe you can give us a little bit more about the geography of Croatia.
It's one of the most beautiful countries and beaches and all the coast in Europe. Dalmatia is one of the
Dalmatia.
Dalmatia.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of common with Venus and Austro-Hungarian Empire.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that they're one of the oldest pharmacy in Europe is in Dubrovnik or something.
Yeah.
And it was they offer many interesting towns with great architecture, beautiful beaches and islands, many resorts, but it's not so affordable for us because by car, I think it's a lot
it's a long way.
Mm-hmm. A long way with long mountains, and I'm not sure that borders. It's by plane also is not so cheap because you need to take a charter. It's I just one time we landed Split or no,
in Zagreb.
Sorry, Zagreb. In Zagreb, and that's it. I just looking from the plane. Croatia is one of the. There are many interesting parks, national parks, reservations, or reserves. Reserves. I know about different. One of the most beautiful view waterfall. Down to the sea. It was quite a nice.
And they filmed Game of Thrones there.
I didn't know about
it. Now you know. So, Tony, what do you know of Croatia? Thank you, Lubomir.
Welcome.
I don't know.
You don't know what you heard and what you saw. Would you like to go there for the summer?
Of course, I would like to go. I almost don't go anywhere. Didn't go anywhere. Except to Germany.
Oh, so this is your time to start planning.
Yeah.
Okay. They have really very beautiful beaches. From what I saw in the pictures, I haven't been there either. But I was considering last year and this year to go, and because of all these COVID restrictions, we didn't take the risk. Even though I think that, I'm not sure, was it Ryanair or Wizz Air? I think they have flights to Zagreb, one of the economy airlines, and you can check that, Lubomir. But
they already have, one of them.
One of them has.
Yeah.
But the sea, oh my God, this is the Adriatic Sea.
Yes, Adriatic.
Yes, and the water, it was so clear, and all these beautiful beaches. Oh my God, I would love to go there. So, Steffi, it's really getting higher priority, maybe, or you can consider staying in a village with some old lady and having homemade food. This is paradise.
Yes, when we checked, when we checked, we don't have direct flight. Transfers.
Maybe later they open the line, but I think they have it now.
Yes, the price was similar as Italy and Spain, and we prefer to go to Spain.
Ooh, okay, definitely. Let's see the next one.
Sofia, the capital of Bulgaria, has attracted visitors since the 5th century BC, and it will continue to do so with its medieval churches, museums and historical sites. If you look hard enough, flights can be found in late summer for less than $700, and whether you're in the mountains, on the beach or in the city, hotels can be booked for $30 per night. Food prices are low, and the cheapest way to get around the country is by bus. You can travel quite comfortably and see everything from Nespar to Plovdiv at a relatively affordable price.
So, can you trust this video clip when you heard the information about this destination?
Well, yes, why not?
Yes. So
Yeah.
it's true that for Americans, it's very cheap. And yeah, the flight is quite expensive because it's far off. But still, when you compare prices, this is quite affordable. Why don't we see many American people in Bulgaria? What do you think? I mean, tourists.
Because they start because the moment I know about just people who worked here.
No.
Yes, usually for business.
Yes,
For business,
especially
yeah.
for business, not. And
Mhm.
that's because they didn't know about our country. Maybe they know about the Balkan. They know about. I'm not sure about the. I think that we try to find solution with all Balkan countries as combine holidays with maybe with Greece because it's most popular, not with different with Romania and Serbia, some kind of this kind of strategy. I know that they start some project, but I'm not sure that it's
Mhm.
effective.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. Tony, you wanted to say something?
I want to say we can see so many American people in our country. The reason maybe is because they didn't know, they don't know for this country. Maybe
Mhm.
I know
we
if
don't
someone
advertise
comes and
enough.
see
Yes.
our country,
Mhm. Yeah, I think your internet connection is not very good. Steffi, do you think that Bulgaria is a good place for the summer? For tourism?
Bulgaria, yes. I'm not sure about Sofia exactly. Yeah, but Bulgaria has so many wonderful places, and not only the Black Sea, but also the mountains, the lakes, so many places that people can spend a month going through the country. And I think we have very a variety of different nature and climates and everything. And this makes the country interesting, even though we still don't know how to advertise ourselves.
Yeah, we don't advertise very well. Okay,
No.
you are in this industry, in the holiday making and tourism. What is your feedback from foreigners who come to Sofia? Do they like it? What do they like here?
Usually they are nice, and of course they say that they like it.
Yeah, they're polite. Yeah.
Yeah. But what I have noticed that they like the most is one of the things is the food.
Yes.
The spirits. I mean the Bulgarian rakia spirits.
Rakia brandy, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also our hospitality, the Bulgarian type of hospitality. Of course, we do have architecture. Of course, we do have nature. But what the most I don't know how to say it, frequent answers.
The most frequent, yes.
Yeah, were related to the people and the atmosphere, not about something particular that they've seen in the city.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah,
thank you, that's interesting.
Opinion, yeah.
Good, and now let's continue.
Slovenia is notorious for offering breathtaking landscapes in the mountains, on gorgeous lakes like Lake Bled, and in the architecture like Ljubljana's Baroque buildings. In terms of budget friendliness, the country is far cheaper than some of its neighbors like Switzerland, Austria and Italy, but it will be more expensive than Eastern European countries. Be patient and find a flight that's less than $800. Available in late summer, and a chalet or hotel for less than $60 per night. Food prices will be less of a concern than the cost of getting between cities. If you can book a coach bus to get around the country, and trust us, you'll want to. You'll find cities to be walkable or accessible by bike, making it easy to save money here and there.
So what about Slovenia? It is not a budget country.
Yes.
No.
So would you put that on your list? Is it worth it?
Not at the moment, I think, because it's on the way to the Italy. And
You would prefer Italy?
Yes, Europe.
Uh-huh.
I know that if you like the mountains, it's a good destination, even with skiing or winter sports. It's one of the. It's cheaper than the other countries in the Alps, but I'm not sure. I didn't know enough or much about Slovenia. I know that they're a small country with successful economy. And,
yes, quite successful. I think they are one of the most successful on the Balkans here.
Yes, but this is because of the population and the mindset. They are different.
Yeah.
Like Baltic countries. They are similar with one way. But yes, it's interesting. I know about their nature. It's one of the. I know about the most popular cave, the rivers, the lakes, karst forms. It's one of it's small, but it's one of the most beautiful countries. It's not so popular because
it's not.
It's close, but not so close. We would prefer some romantic or this kind of exotic.
A little bit more exotic, yes.
Yes.
So we think that it's quite like here, but when he said Baroque architecture, I think I might be surprised. I haven't been there either, and I have never checked the possibility to go because I know that I need to plan quite a budget to go there. But maybe it would be interesting because I know quite a few of my students, they have been there on business, and they say it's an experience to go there because there are many things to surprise you and even shock you. So maybe we should start thinking about it. So Steffi, what do you say? Is it getting higher on the list?
I would go there. It's one of the southern countries, so
yes,
it's
when it's warm and hot, it's good.
Absolutely.
Wow, you are very easy for the summer.
Yeah, I just can split the Europe or even the world to
hot and not hot.
Hot and not
go
hot.
and not
Yeah.
go.
Easy.
Yeah. All right. And the last one for tonight.
The Netherlands isn't a cheap country per se, but with flights that are between $300 and $500, it's hard to pass up, especially if you plan for a short-term stay like a 4-day trip in Amsterdam. Hotels average around $75 per night, so look for a hostel or rent a room on Airbnb if your purse strings are tight. There are so many free things to do in Amsterdam that can keep you pretty entertained throughout your visit, which will make it easy to allocate €10 for a ticket to the Anne Frank House or some other similarly amazing attraction.
So what about this, Steffi? Is it a no-go zone?
Oh, it's absolutely fine.
Even in the summer?
Not during the winter.
Yeah, definitely not in the winter.
But spring or autumn, it's absolutely fine.
But not a summer destination.
And not the summer, yeah. But
so you have been there where? Amsterdam
in
or
Amsterdam.
all over?
In Amsterdam, 2 times.
Okay. What did you like there?
Well, it was very different the 2 times because first time we were students and we stayed in a hostel, which was an experience really. With 14 people in one room and 1 bathroom. Yeah,
wow.
I'll never
That's
forget
an experience.
it.
Yeah.
But we actually spent very nice time there, and it was our first
Yes.
Our first excursion
of
abroad.
course.
Trip
Yes.
abroad,
Together,
yeah.
trip
Uh-huh.
abroad
Wow.
together. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why you will remember forever.
Yes, yes,
Yes, it is.
absolutely. And then the next time we went in after 10 years, and it was absolutely different.
Yeah, and the hostel was gone.
Oh, we haven't
It was-
looked for this hostel.
But
Well,
we saw.
I thought you
Yeah.
went to see it because it was quite
Yes,
romantic.
We
Yes, we
went,
went.
we passed by it.
Oh, you
Actually,
did?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
But when we were
Lubomir,
already there, accommodated in a very nice hotel.
yeah, I'm sure you were.
Yeah.
Was it a Holiday Inn?
From the chain, it was
From the
Kipton.
chain, yeah,
Yeah,
quite normal.
yeah.
Lubomir, what about you? What are your memories of Amsterdam?
So one of my the best memories in in my life, because it was our first tourist destination. We do many things for me. It was the first time. It was romantic,
Yeah.
and yes, it was one of the. At first time, I saw the completely different atmosphere, and yes, feelings was. I have. Yes, we were 2 times there. And
Did
one
you
of the-
try
our
the cakes?
Yes, we tried. Even 2 times.
So maybe that's why you remember.
But I'm happy that we have a lot of memories. This is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's one of the most beautiful cities in the world, I think.
Yeah.
And even Netherlands, around Amsterdam, we can travel to Utrecht, to Haag, or to
Aha, so
all
you
these-
traveled. Okay, you
these-
didn't
all
stay
these-
only in Amsterdam.
all this area is beautiful. In the summer, I prefer, yes, in autumn or spring, but in winter it's quite cold and not
Yeah,
so.
it's cold and it's wet and you can't ride bicycles. Maybe only Dutch people can.
Yeah.
But I think that it's one of the beautiful cities
Yeah.
when we visit.
Okay, so we finish off with this no summer destination for Steffi. And next time we will finish with these 20 places in Europe. So get ready for saying goodbye to the summer, because after that, perhaps Tony can help us with a little something more artistic. We will see if she's ready, or else I will prepare something surprising for you. So see you next week. And get ready to be challenged, Steffi, for next destinations. Maybe your list is shifting, and next time you will tell me if I have managed to move some of those destinations up your list or down your list.
All right.
So
Okay.
thank you guys for being together. Have a nice evening and see you next week.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.